Hey everybody, it's me Yulia again, and right now we're about to delve into my hair care routine video and the products that I use. And you're gonna see some before and after, footage, some pictures, and we're gonna see how this hair was achieved. So I hope you all enjoy, and let's get right into it. Portion right here, I'm going to explain to you why I became a brunette from being a blonde. So I'm going to explain two reasons why I wanted to be a brunette. So first thing was for financial reasons. It was actually really expensive to be a blonde. You'd have to pay about $100 or so or even more per month if you're going to go to a salon. And the reason it costs so much is because you would have bleach put in your hair, and being a blonde, it requires using bleach because you're lighting the hair. I'm not, a salon expert or a beauty expert, but I'm just explaining it from what I know. It would cost a lot because, at salons generally they charge a lot because of all the services they offer you, because, they put the product in your hair, they blow dry it, they style it. That's why it's very expensive. So what I decided to do is and we're gonna talk about this later on as well, to buy a boxed hair dye that I use. It lets me achieve this color. I can do it by myself at home. It doesn't require a lot of money. It's about $8 to $9 per box, and I'll explain the product later on. That was one reason. The second reason is I'm a perfectionist when it comes to hair and a lot of other stuff. So anytime my roots would have like an inch or 2 inches of regrowth, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm just explaining this in the best terms that I know, I would get very annoyed by this because I want my hair to be just one solid color, and I just want it to look a little bit more put together, which some people like that, and that's okay, but this is just my personal preference. So yeah, due to financial and personal preference reasons, I had to change my hair. Now, the journey I had was a little bit of an iffy one, because what I decided to do is, while my roots were outgrowing and things were going on, I decided to try to box dye my hair blonde, which was the biggest mistake I've ever done. Never do this unless you know what you're doing. I obviously did not. And I got hot roots, so my hair looked orange from the top and it freaked me out. So I decided to go to a specific salon. I'm not going to mention the names unless any of you need me to. You can state that in the comments below, but for this specific purpose and video, I'm just not going to mention their names. I went to one salon and I told the lady I wanted to be a brunette, but she told me that it's best to find a blonde. So basically she wasn't really caring about, what I wanted, and I listened to her, which was another bad mistake. The haircut she gave me was really good, and I will insert pictures of everything. But basically, I went to her, and the type of blonde that I achieved from her obviously wasn't the blonde I wanted. I understand sometimes when you're transitioning from colors and you're going through certain things, you have to, be patient and understanding. I was not at the time, so I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Sometimes it takes patience, and you have to know what you're getting yourself into and do your research, which I also did not. So I was being a cabbage head, which is a term I use. Basically, which means, you're forgetful, or, you're being silly. But yeah, I went to the salon, the lady cut my hair nicely, but the color was not the type I desired. I will insert a picture, like I mentioned, in a moment or two, or later on in the video. But what happened was I decided to go to a different salon. I did this in a span of a few days, which is also really bad for you, but the product I used really helped me with the journey I was going through. So I was able to achieve what I wanted the third time. So like they say, third time's the charm, right? So what I did is I went to a different salon, completely different person, and she changed my hair color to the one I'm going to insert in the picture and explain. And when I got this hair color, I was like, oh my goodness, God bless, I look so much better. Because not only did I have the solid hair color I wanted, but I looked like a totally renewed Yulia. So yeah, that's kind of like my little short snippet of my hair journey. Sorry, I just wanted to keep it short and effective, so I'm not boring you guys or keeping you guys like on going along too long with me. Does that even make sense? Whatever. But yeah, that's what I have about the hair journey so far. I mean, any journey you take, it takes time and patience. So if there's one thing I learned, do your research, be patient, and know what you're getting yourself into, because hair is a big deal to some people, and if it looks a certain way, it can freak you out. So yeah, see you in the next video. So now we've changed positions because I'm about to show you my hair product. So if I bend down, that's because I'm reaching for the product. My editing skills are not that great yet, so bear with me please. But let's begin with product number one. The product number one is this hair dye right here. It is the Garnier brand. It's 53 chestnut, or the number is 53. Color is chestnut and medium golden brown. And this is the hair box dye that I use monthly. I understand that sometimes when you use hair dye or box dye monthly, it can be really bad and your hair can fall out, but I noticed that with my roots, the specific shampoo I was using, my roots were coming out and my hair color was kind of fading. So the next product I'm about to show you actually helped me a lot. So this is the Pantene Pro V Radiant Color Shine Shampoo for hydration, protection, and vibrant shine. My mom and I use this one, and this one's amazing because not only does it smell good, but it actually keeps my hair color locked in, and I never thought that would, be possible because it's a drugstore brand. Now, I'm not knocking drugstore brand, but things happen and we get a little wary. So as you can see, I'm going to show you the top of my head, and the regrowth is not as bad as it used to be. Some of you might not even notice, but yeah. So the next product I want to show you is actually a holy grail item. Now I know we have shampoos and conditioners, but you need a deep conditioner because that deep conditioner, girl, it's going to save your hair. So something that I'm going to mention, and this is a product I got when I turned to being a brunette. It does cost a little bit more money, so it is an investment, but I do have a dupe of it coming up right next. So it's the Moroccan Oil Deep Hair Mask. So it's an intense hydrating mask, and this is great because you can use this after after shampoo. Once you put like your first conditioner in, I just put this on afterward. I know there's different ways that you can use it and maybe better ways, but ever since I started using this product, my hair has been so much softer, so much smoother, and I have also changed up how often I wash my hair. I don't wash it every single day or every other day. Sometimes I wash it 2 to 3 days. Some of you may think it's nasty, but it's actually very useful to protect the hair oils that come from, the hair shaft and all of that. Like I said, I'm not a professional, so I'm not trying to be too technical, but I'm trying to explain in the best way that I can. So now I'm going to show you the dupe of the Moroccan oil. Now this dupe costs about $3 to $4. You can get it at, I think, your local Walgreens, CVS, local drugstore, anything of that sort. It's these little things, or this little thing. So it's the Pantene Pro V Intense Rescue Shots, and it's a treatment that targets extreme damage in hair. It helps to prevent split ends and everything of that sort. Now for split ends, what I would recommend is even at home, like I said, if you're trying to save money, if you're trying to go a different route with your hair, you can literally get yourself hair scissors, specifically for cutting hair, and you can just cut your split ends by yourself. Just grab them like this and cut them, but be careful because if you cut somewhere else, you're screwed. So just be very careful. And if you can't trust yourself, then yeah, you can maybe find a stylist just to get the haircut, but that's all I got about that. And like I said, this is $3 to $4 compared to the Moroccan oil mask. You can use them in conjunction together, but I actually used this one alone at one point, and actually provided me almost the same amount of smoothness and shine and all of that, but it was a pretty good product, and for that price, it's crazy. Also, another thing I forgot to mention, disclaimer on everything that I've said, I'm not sponsored by any chance from any of these brands. These are just brands that I like, products that I'm telling you guys about. Now, moving on to after, your shower and stuff, if you're going to be doing any type of heat, or using any type of heat, whether it's a blow dryer, a curler, or a straightener, which I suggest minimize your heat usage, because even if you have heat protectant sprays, you're still supposed to give your hair a break from that. The product I have here, another popular product is this little guy here. It's the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In Plus Keratin Spray, and this thing is really great because it comes in travel size for if you're traveling a lot, and you can spray it in your hair before you use a heat style tool, or even in general. So that's really helpful. I know there's other brands out there, but I know this one is very important. You also have deep conditioners if you want something a little bit more affordable than Moroccan oil, so you can go for that. And then the other product I wanted to show you is a product I put after my hair is wet. So that hairbrush that I showed you guys, I use a specific hairbrush for my hair because it's very wavy, which I think I'll insert a picture of that when it's, I come out of the shower, I have to brush it out. Then I put this in, and this is the Hask coconut oil. It moisturizes and revitalizes. You can actually pick this up at Target and also at your local drugstore. ignore my cat, she's trying to leave again. But it's a Nourishing Shine hair oil, and this is great. What I do is I just take my hair, I scrunch it up, but then some of you may think this is silly, I brush it out again because I want it to, you know, dry kind of like this so it's wavy and it's not like weirdly curled or haggard looking, because I hate when that happens. I do get sometimes little curlies in the back or like little wavy pieces. I don't want to say anything wrong, but yeah, so these are the products I have so far. Also, I want to show you the hairbrush. I know it sounds so silly, but it's basically the Conair hairbrush, and you can see that the bristles are a little well, you can see my hair too, but you can see the bristles are a little bit more like specific. I know that didn't really sound smart, but yeah, it's just more like, not harsher, but it's better for like really brushing out the tangles. And I know some people might cringe at this, and they do state on Google and other spots that you have to brush from bottom to top. But I just try to carefully kind of brush it so the hair has like a look to it, because I noticed for me, if I don't brush my hair, like let's say I go somewhere and it's been like an hour to 2 hours, I need to rebrush my hair because it starts to get like a certain texture. So that's that. So far these are all the products I have. There are other things that I wanted to mention, such as the, you know, high-end to low-end products. What you could do regarding that is you can mix high-end and low-end products, and you can always find dupes for products if you can't invest into a high-end product right away. So you can take the time to save your money. But yeah, these are just the products that I use, so I hope all of this was helpful. Let me know if you want maybe a more in-depth video, or, you know, leave any comments down below of what you think so far about this, if you have any questions and remarks. See you next time.